Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well out there. So before I get into the review, just a little brief story. I'd originally seen this item on a video from Jerusha Couture from over like a year ago now, and I really fell in love with it, and I had there was the very first time that I said I'm going to save my money and invest in a Louis Vuitton piece. It was the very first item that really sold me on Louis Vuitton and really just made me get that mindset that I'm going to get or invest money into Louis Vuitton. I started looking it up more on YouTube, and I had seen more reviews on it and more people who had videos on this item. So it was definitely solidified that I was going to get it, and I had originally planned to get this way back in July of 2012, and I ended up getting a bag instead. Then I got another bag rather than the agenda, so just a couple things happened that I never really got the chance to get this agenda. But on December 21st, 2012, I turned 18 years old, and so I thought I would do something special for my birthday, and so I decided to go to Louis Vuitton and pick up the item. I actually didn't have a very good sales associate. I'm not going to mention her name, but it was at the Short Hills Mall, and she was more occupied with people who came in after me, actually. She just kind of wanted to sell them a bag when she knew I was more looking at the accessories. So she kind of wanted to sell them a bag rather than just sell me what I was definitely looking for. So I ended up leaving her midway through and going to my original sales associate, Marissa, who was very, very helpful as always. She gave me my little accessory in this big bag. That was really nice, and we were having a little chat, and I had told her that it was my birthday, and so she took the item back and wrapped it up really nice for me. Obviously, I've retied the ribbon just because I think that it was presented very nicely, but kind of just like a really cute little gift box from Louis Vuitton kind of thing. It's really, really cute, and I really appreciated that. So the item came in this little dust bag, and I got the small 6-ring agenda in the PM size. This worked out incredibly great because the week that I purchased it, or the day that I purchased it, fell in the week that the refills started. So the first week in the 2013 refills was the week of December 21st, which was great. It worked out very well. So it was really convenient timing to pick this up. And the print that I ended up getting was the Damier Ebene. Despite the fact of really wanting it in the Azure, I thought that this would go better with my bags, and also mainly because the Azure is definitely a higher maintenance print, and I do enjoy the Azure print, but I like it much better in larger accessories, whereas the Ebene looks kind of nicer in smaller accessories. So getting into some of the details of the agenda itself, on the front clasp it has Louis Vuitton engraved into the golden brass hardware on the front, as well as on the inside little buckle here. On both the Damier Ebene and the Damier Azure, there is a checkerboard, only one checkerboard on each side of the Louis Vuitton Paris. On the front, it's on the right, and on the back, it's on the left. And when you pull it open, it's on both sides. On the inside of the agenda, you have 3 credit card slots, a back little flap pocket, your main 6-ring compartments, and the little loop for your pen. I will get into details on this pen at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that if you currently own one, because I do get into the details of where you can find these pens. Your stamp code can be found on the main part of the agenda behind this flap here. It's written straight across. I'm not going to get into it, mainly because it's very hard to see, and it puts a lot of unneeded tension on the agenda. But it is not written on the flap itself, it's written on the main part of the agenda right behind here. This is just something I was really excited about. Mine is Louis Vuitton Paris, made in Spain, which means I now have a piece made in US, made in France, made in Italy, and made in Spain. So I am one piece away from getting a Louis Vuitton piece that was made in every country. That didn't come out right. I am really close to getting a Louis Vuitton piece from every country. The last piece that I'm missing is from Germany, and I think the waterproof keepalls come from Germany. I'm not sure. I'm having a really hard time finding it. But if you know what pieces come or what pieces are made from Germany, that would be great help. Please let me know. So the agenda refills come in a small Louis Vuitton box, and depending upon which, what refills you get is going to depend on the price. The ones that I got were the weekly refills, so for every page it shows an entire week, or for every layout it shows the entire week. Whereas you can also get the layouts where it's just 1 day per page. A lot of people who have bigger writing like that. I have very big and sloppy handwriting, but it does work for me. Here is the little card that it comes with, like the little serial card with the item number on it, and it also comes with just a standard textile card that says it's coated fabric with a cowhide leather lining. The refills run about $60 after your first purchase. When you first purchase the agenda and you get your very first refill, it will cost $84, I think. So the agenda, the PM size agenda is $355 by itself. But then you have to add probably about another $100 between the paper and your tax. So it's probably going to cost somewhere around $450. I think mine costs $446 or something like that with New Jersey tax. But that is because the refill is slightly more expensive when you first get it. You will get your main diary that you ask for. You'll get a Louis Vuitton ruler. And you will also get the Louis Vuitton address book. I have not used this yet. I just keep this in the agenda anyways. But that will come with your very first set of refills. That only comes the first time. And at least that's what my original sales associate told me. Could it be different? I'm not sure. But that is what she had told me, is because on your first purchase they will give you the address book, which you slip in the back wall flap behind your refills. Coming up close, the diary refills just look like that on the front. You come inside, there's a couple places to put in information, and you get into your full, then there's a couple information sheets. Basically these pages are just Louis Vuitton history and whatnot, and then there's a couple other pages after that just give you a different layout of how you can view the year and the calendar and whatnot, write in other dates like this. And after that you get into the diary pages, which, okay, there's one. I noticed that nobody really mentioned this, but on the 2013 refills, every now and then you will get a page of Louis Vuitton ads with the Steven Spruce collections. Really, really pretty. They're just sporadic through here every couple of weeks. So this is just later on in the book. You can see just another Louis Vuitton ad. They're just kind of sporadic in there. Really nice little addition to it. And also the strings on the top. I don't know if anybody else has mentioned this, but the agendas do come with a bookmark. I have mine bookmarked to another note section in the back, and there is a Steven Spruce bookmark, or Steven Spruce for Louis Vuitton bookmark. It's really cute, and it just ties into a string at the top of the agenda. Now, I definitely have very big handwriting. I'm very sloppy with my handwriting. However, I find that viewing my week, as a whole, really does work for me. I can write in really small notes just for classes when I have exams and whatnot. And I do have large handwriting. It is kind of sloppy, but I can shorthand myself enough and squeeze it in enough that it works for me and I can still understand everything. So I wouldn't exactly let the size discourage you if you're thinking about getting this between the PM or the MM size, which is significantly bigger. I don't think that should discourage you, or if you're just deciding on what refills to get, I definitely find that it is big enough to write in my dates. So I'll just show you a page of what the weekly refills look like without any writing on them. You have a decent amount size space in there, and it's all numbered along the side here. I don't really pay attention to that. You can if you want, but it's in military time, and it just kind of dates out or times out your day, which is kind of nice if you want to be more organized like that. You can time everything, which is kind of convenient. In the back, after the diary, you have a couple of stickers. This one comes with the Steven Spruce stickers. If you get a special edition one like the Kusama or the Illustrated pieces, you will get the special stickers for that. You have another note section like I said before, and then after that, this is kind of nice going back to the original heritage of Louis Vuitton. You do have a couple of maps in here, so you can chart out your travels. Going back to the original Louis Vuitton heritage of the art of travel, just a couple maps thrown in there, which is a really nice idea. In the front, you have this little section. Usually I keep notes behind here. I've just emptied them out because they're looking a little sloppy. But then you have 3 card slots in the front. They can fit any size ID card, credit card. This one up top here is a sales associate card, can fit business cards and whatnot. And what drew me into this agenda is that I thought I could use this as a wallet, and you technically can. You can double up the cards and it will be okay. But I thought that you could lay money in this flat back pocket here. You can lay them out straight flat, and that's kind of what sold me on this agenda. This is the only bill that I can find close to me right now, so I'm not trying to brag or anything, but this is what a US bill looks compared to the wallet. As you can see, like if there you can see it would stick up on both sides, but you can see that it is a pretty good size taller than the agenda, so you can't stick bills straight up and down in here, but you can fold your money in half and just slide it in back. Just slide it in back there and use this as a wallet, and it will kind of hold your money pretty well. I'm trying to do this and show you at the same time, so it's a little tough, but you can fit in your money back there, and you can fit in a couple bills folded up, and you could use this as a wallet if you wanted. I did find a pen that can fit inside the agenda. Jerusha had mentioned that you can get a pen from Kiki K. It's an Australian, I think it's like a cosmetic company or a discount company, but either way, you can get Kiki K pens that are smaller that would fit in there. But I looked how much it would cost, and I think it's like $15 for the pen and then an additional $25 shipping, because I'm guessing they're based out of Australia. Up here in the US, it's going to cost a lot for shipping. So I wasn't crazy about spending $40 for just one pen. I kind of wanted to get something else. And I was just browsing through Hallmark one day, and I noticed that there were notepads with these small pens in them. I also found in the little notepad that they had a little booklet for their company, and it is called Wellspring. So just kind of opening it up, you can see that they have these little notepads, which are really cute, but I was definitely more interested in the pen that it came with because it fit perfectly in the agenda, and I went on their website. I will put it in the description box below, so it's a little bit easier for you. But the website is wellspringgift.com, and they sell their pens in bundles of 2, I think, and it's only about $5 for the pen and another like $2 or $3 for shipping. So it's not bad at all. I ordered a couple new notepads and a couple of pens because it is just amazing. This is just what the pen looks like. It's just a plain little silver pen, and I really like how it's a little swivel top. So in order to get this open, you twist the top of it and the little pen comes out, and I thought that was great because there's no risk of it clicking in your bag or of a cap falling off and it writing all over everything. So it's really secure, and it is just the perfect pen for the agenda. So there's just the little slot for the pen. It is very thin and narrow, but with this pen I can just very easily just slide it in there with absolutely no effort, and it stays in there very nicely, and it fits perfectly, and it's the best size for the agenda. It does not peek out at all, and it is not too thick or too thin for the little slot there. It is just thick enough that it will stay, but not too thick that it stretches it. So it is the perfect pen and it will stay secure in there at all times. If you have any more questions on this, please send me a private message. I'm having a hard time keeping up with comments on my videos. I will respond to them, but just if you have a dire need of a question, send me a private message and I will answer you much quicker and I will answer you immediately. So thank you all for watching. I hope this review was helpful and I hope you all have a great day.